Our principal activity today is to demonstrate advanced visual and blending techniques. Take heart. At the end of this activity, we're going to ask you to do more visual and blending practice, but you'll be practicing with the same skills you have demonstrated on previous days: open and closed, magic E syllables, short vowel pointers, two sounds of C and G, etc. In open, closed, and magic E syllables, it doesn't take students long to take the cue for the syllable type from what my hand is doing. My hand covering the card in the third position cues them that the vowel says its name. My hand placing the magic E card in the fourth position is a cue for magic E syllables. We want to build these patterns right into our deck. Taking the magic E cards from deck 10, you'll find cards with a consonant followed by an E. Watch out for CE and GE cards. Make sure you've taught the soft sounds before you include them. For open syllables, take the vowel graphic cards and reverse them, so it creates a blank card, or you can use another source of a blank card. Now, taking these magic E endings and the blank vowel graphic cards, I shuffle them in with all the rest of the cards in stack 3, and they magically move between syllable types. Let's see what that looks like.
So teachers, up until this point for your blending drill, you've been using your motions, covering up your ending pile for your open syllable, and then you've been putting your magic E at the ending position. So oftentimes with our students, that is a signal for them to clue them in for the opening magic E syllables. We have some tools to support you to help move away from that, to help build more automaticity on the open syllable and the magic E syllable. We have cards. These are in deck 10. So what you want to do is pull a few of these cards and add them to your end pile to create magic E syllables. And then what we also have, your picture cards, you can reverse them to the blank card and that will create your open syllable. So I'm going to shuffle these into my third pile and show you what that would look like. Take a couple of these magic E cards and then a couple of my open syllable cards. Shuffle them into your ending deck. And by the way, this GE and CE, make sure you've taught it before you shuffle them into your ending deck, that it makes it soft sound. All right, Anne, are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go.
Sep. Seek. Sake. Sad. Vad. Vat. Vay. Vaff. Calf. Cage. Cadge. Kidge. Kide.
So that's what it looks like now. You can build that automaticity in with your students.
Back to my advanced visual drill. By this time, I've retired all or most of my consonant cards. Perhaps if they're having an issue with one or two consonants, I might leave them in. I keep my vowel consonant card 1.27 plus the simple vowels A, E, I, O, U, magic E combo card, perhaps the short vowel exception combo cards. I use a couple of the individual cards in my blending drill. Fair R controlled and fair vowel teams. Let's see what that might look like.
So for our advanced visual drill, we want to remove several of our single consonants that students will become automatic on. So we want to whittle our deck down to make it very short. In our visual drill, it's just a warm-up for our lessons, so we want no more than 5 minutes. So you're going to have to take out some of your consonants that students are automatic with. And what we always want to do is, I always leave my vowel and consonant card. That signals for me that that's my working deck, and that's where I take out cards and I add cards that I teach. I also always continue to keep my single vowel cards in my visual drill. Those are the most difficult for our students, so we want to make sure we always include those in our visual drill. All right, so let's see what an advanced visual drill looks like. Are you ready, Anne?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
Vowel, consonant.
And B is a
Consonant.
U is a
Vowel.
T is a
Consonant.
Great job. I'm going to skip around a little bit on these, okay?
Olt, Eild, Eind, Old, Ost, Ol.
And then let's put an F in front of it.
Okay. Folt, Fost, Filed, Fold, Find, Fole.
Nice job. And I'm going to skip around.
Unk, Ink, Ank, Unk.
And let's put a P in front of it.
Pink, Punk, Punk, Pank.
Nice job. And
Ing, Ang, Ung.
let's put an L in front of it.
Ling, Long, Lang, Lung.
Nice job.
A, U, U, I, E, I, O.
Nice job. Let's put where the consonant goes an M.
Okay. Eam, I'm, aim, I'm, and om.
Nice job.
R, E, wa, e, a, or, o, ow, ild, u, a.
And where does this go in the word?
At the end of a word.
Oh, nice job. And where does this one go?
In the middle of a word.
Very good.
Ang, I,
Very good.
I deliver my visual drill, and I need to move from the visual to the blending drill. With the level of complexity now in our blending drill, we strongly encourage you to use 2 decks, one for visual and one for blending. Almost all the cards with vowels on them belong in the middle position during blending. So whether it's A, OR, EA, OW, EIGH, etc., they all go in the middle position. The exceptions are QU, SQU, DGE, and from Deck 6, the SE card. Additionally, if you are using the Deck 10 cards, they belong in the 3rd position. This is where complexity increases. In the English language, cards have place value and at times can be preceded or followed only by select patterns. The table on your screen provides this direction. The first column is either the category of cards or the front of the card. Column 2 tells you where to place the card in the blending drill. Column 3 provides other guidance. So finding the card AW, 6th row, the AW card is placed in the 2nd position for blending, and the card in the 3rd position is covered unless it is an L or N. This might seem a bit overwhelming. Take solace in the fact that if you do need to work with all these concepts, you're going to be moving forward one step at a time, building automaticity along the way. Plus, you don't have to do all these patterns at one time. You might do short vowel pointers and magic E today, vowel teams and R controlled tomorrow. Finally, if you use the Visual and Blending Drill app available from our website, it will take care of all these problems for you. It will not permit incorrect combinations. Let's see what this looks like.
All right, so as we've previously talked about, we really do encourage you, if you're doing this level of complexity in your visual and blending drill, to use our visual and blending app, which is available through our website. If for some reason you can't, or you prefer to work with cards, we're going to show you what that might look like. We do encourage you again to have 2 decks, one for your visual drill and another for your blending drill, so you can move quickly from one to the other. So that's what I have here. So this is my visual drill. This is my blending deck. And and this says,
Jad.
and we could, put this on the end and it says,
Jade.
and we could, instead of using that card, we could have used this card and it still says,
Jade.
right. And we could put this there and now it says,
Jaff.
and we could put this there and now it says,
J.
right. So simple. So let's make it one level more difficult. And if we change this card, and now we have a Y in the middle, and a Y is normally where in a word?
The end.
At the end. So now we have to cover this, and this says,
J.
right, so we know we can't use that. Can't use this either, can we?
No.
In fact, if it's at the end, we can't use any of them other than this one. And this says again,
J.
right. And what do we got going on here? This word has to be where in a word?
At the end,
Right, so again, we cover the final position, and it says,
child.
and this card, we know two sounds for. What are the two sounds we know?
E and E.
So this word could say,
Jeed,
or it could say,
Jed.
right. And teachers, you could do one of two things. You could do like we just did, where you read both of them, or you can just accept whichever one she originally gives you, as long as it's correct. But again, can we put this here?
No, because it has to be a short vowel.
That's right. And can we put this here?
No, because there's only 2 vowels in a Magic E syllable.
Now we could put this here, but we probably usually wouldn't see that in English words. All right, so looking at this pattern, what do we know about WA?
It's at the beginning of a word.
Right, so we should cover this up. And then this would say,
Wad,
that's right. And this would say,
Wa,
good job. And
Wade,
finally,
Waff,
all right, so then this says,
Jard.
and can we do this?
No, because it needs to be a short vowel.
Right. And how about this?
No, can't. That E can't jump over 2 consonants.
Right. Perfect. And let's see, OW. Now, where do we see OW in a word?
Usually at the end.
But we do see words with OW followed by a D, don't we? So that if we left that, it would say,
Jowd,
and if we covered it, it would say,
Jow, or Joe.
that's right, good deal. And again, our other options don't work, do they?
No, that doesn't work. Nope.
Nope, anything. So that's how we do, how you think about it as teachers. But when you're actually working with your students, you wouldn't have so much interaction on the card. You would just, respond. So let's read a few of these, Anne.
Okay. Jow, Jar, Jaff, Jade, Jard, Wad.
And so that's how you do the more complicated visual and blending drill. All right. Now take heart, guys. You don't have to do this. You don't have to combine all these things at one time. You can blend Magic E one day, short vowel pointers the next day, Bossy R the third. That's another alternative in terms of trying to keep these pieces moving correctly. So, but again, go download the visual and blending drill, and it will make your lives a lot easier.
With that, we'd like you to practice a visual and blending drill, but staying with the more basic concepts of open, closed, Magic E, and short vowel pointers. You've included 3 short vowel pointers in your deck, CK, DGE, and SS, and you're tapping for the 2 sounds of C and G in the visual drill. Finally, you'll need to support the correct sounds for C and G in the blending drill.